Hi everybody, I'm Dominic. In this video, what we're going to do is show you how to install siding on a house. Now this particular house was like a plywood siding called T111, and it didn't look that good, and the boards on the ends and the bottom, they just need to be replaced. I said, you know what, let's just put siding on the house. I mean, it wasn't much. I bought the siding and everything I need for this house for about $1,200. So compared to repainting it, it's going to cost you $300 just for the paint. The siding, way nicer. Look how nice this looks. So let's come around the side here and I'll show you what we had before, and we'll show you how to do it. Okay, now check this out. You see on the front of the house, we put our outside corner on. Okay, and that's, easy to do, but we're gonna go do the other one and show you how it's done. More importantly, now if you look over here, you see where I have the siding is up about 1/4 of an inch or 3/8 of an inch above our corner post. What's real important is that we follow that all the way down. So our first piece that we're going to want to do here is put our starter on. All right. Now, if you went to one of the box stores and you picked up a starter and it's plastic, do yourself a favor, bring it back and go and get a metal starter. Okay, real important. Let me see the starter. I can hold it straight. It's flimsy. We're going to nail it, but we can hold it straight. Okay, so we really want to do, so what I end up doing, which I'll show you, I'm going to get a piece of scrap siding because, so it's small to work with. Because once I put that piece of siding on our starter, well, then that's going to come down a little bit more. So we just don't want to start, say, our 3/8 of an inch here. We want to put that scrap piece to find exactly where we're going to be with our starter, level it with a nice long level. Even a snap line going from one side to the other would be the way to go. And then we can start, after this is in, then we can start putting our siding on. And that's when it becomes fun. Right now, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So let's get over and measure and see what we have for our post. And then we could cut that and put that on. Okay, now we're to the point where we're going to put our corner post up. I got most of our starter up. We have to make a little section of that. And that'll be once our corner post is up. This is our long corner post. I established our length by going with the tape measure and reading down to where I got to measure, where I have to go to. Okay, no sense showing you that because yours will be different, okay? Okay, this is what the corner post looks like. It's vinyl. But now here, more important, a lot of times you get these and they're like, you get them like that or like that. Well, we want to keep it square. We want this a nice 90-degree angle from the top all the way down to the bottom, which is important. So when you go put it on, don't push a lot of pressure into it. So you want to keep it straight. Everything looks good. And we're going to put one nail on the top. And then from there, I'm going to start using the level to level it nice and plumb, okay? And then we'll get to the other side and do that. So let me get up there and show you how we're going to put that in. All right, so there goes our corner post. Not a lot of pressure. You don't want to push it in like this because then it's going to flare out and look really bad. Like that. We got to the top here. I'm going to put a nail in. Okay, now it's hanging there, just like that. Okay, now with a nice long level, not some little crappy thing. All right, want to level it off here. Let's see where I gotta go. And right there. All right, so we're just gonna keep doing that all the way down and put nails about every foot going down on both sides. All right, well, now that we have our starter on, we have our corner post, now we can start with what I call the fun stuff, right? That's the pain in the ass stuff. You gotta pay attention to the whole thing, of course, okay? Okay, so now, here we go. We're gonna put our first course on, which is actually, okay, let's go back to the hard shit again. That's kind of hard. You want to pay attention because you screw up here, that's it. You're taking the whole thing down and doing it all over again. Okay, so back here is the front of the house. This is the back of the house. This is the side of the house. You can kind of see who the hell's going to see it, right? Needless to say, what you always want to do, like the entrance to your driveway, walkway, whatever it be, you always want to start from the furthest point away. So you got your first piece of siding, okay? So you're gonna put that on. I mean, my dirty scrap siding here. You put that on, then your next piece is gonna overlap, just like that. So if you look, you really can't see what I see from here. You can't see all the ends of the siding here, the joints. You're not seeing that, all right, at least like big time. But now if I did it the other way around, like that, I mean, you know, look at that. You don't want to you don't want to see a whole bunch of things like that, right? Although, I mean, it would be together a little bit prettier. Let's see if we can do that here. You know, you don't want to see that. It's just a matter of what side to start with. Okay? So you want to start from the side furthest away towards the, you know, the backyard, stuff like that. Okay, now we're going to go and put the first course on, which I'm going to use a full panel, a full piece, full 12-foot piece. I tell you, normally I would say, you know, boom, they snap right in. When you're doing the first course, the starters, it's really not, it's really not so. So you really gotta work it in there, even reach behind, grab that stuff. You want that in there. It's not easy. Just, you know, I mean, it's all easy, but you really gotta get it in there. See? Boom, boom, boom. Now if it's in, yeah, okay, see I can slide it now. All right, it's not gonna fall down. So we're gonna put that on. We're gonna move that into our inside corner. And you always wanna stay at least, when you go into your edges here, either be the J trim, top, bottom, you don't wanna go right up against it, okay, especially now. I mean, look, wearing a winter coat. It's winter, it's cold. It's like 30 degrees out here. Not my idea of fun, okay? So later on, oh boy, that's hard. The siding is gonna expand. You know, if you're ever in a house with vinyl siding and it's summer and all of a sudden like that, the sun comes out and you hear all these noises. What the hell? That's your siding moving. And that's normal, that's what it's designed to do. You want it to move just a littlest bit. You want it to move. If it didn't move, and because it's going to want to move, that's when you start seeing siding that's buckling and things like that, and you know, makes your whole house look like shit. So you don't want that. So it's real important to leave that room from the sides. Not a lot where you can see it, but like, you know, a good 3/8 of an inch, ½ inch. You definitely want to pay attention, you know, to the temperature. Again, if it was hot out, if it's 99 degrees outside, well, you want to shorten that gap up. So when it gets cold like this, then you don't start seeing all these things. You don't want that. All right, so I'm going to go and push that in. Then I'll show you a couple tricks on stacking siding going up. And then me and Tommy, we're going to go boom. We're going to blast this out, probably a ½ hour between the two of us. Okay, now for our second piece. Our siding here, which is under a full panel. So if you look here, all right, this is the joint. I call it the slip joint. All right, it's just a part of the siding where you can see it's notched out. There's no nailer there, so the siding can move freely. So right now, being that it's really cold, I'm going to go about 134. Okay, upside down numbers here. I'm going to cut the panel 134. Okay. Now, okay, watch this now, okay? Oops, just got my siding all dirty here. Okay, so 134. So I'm gonna start, I wanna measure from where it's ready, the factory cut, you know, where it's notched out and everything. I'm gonna go to 134. Is that what I said, 134 or 134 and a half? Tom, what did I say, 134 or 134 and a half? All right, no, we're going 134 and a half. I forget. Okay, I'm just gonna mark it. The pencil, 134 and a half. Okay, and how do you cut it? Well, there's lots of ways, okay? I use these nice shears here. I like them, and I'll do the whole house like that, unless you want to get a big saw for siding. It's gonna cut it like that. I'm gonna keep it straight. I mean, I can kind of do that, right? Kind of keep it straight. If you're if you have little mental issues and you can't keep the scissors straight, you might want to use a square and make a mark on it, okay? And then the hard part, the nail, that's a chunk, so there we go. Okay, it's cut. Now, what are we gonna do with this piece? You paid money for this piece, and when you're done siding your whole house and you got a shitload of these, add it up, okay? Because that's a lot of money. This is a short piece. We can still use it, But we're gonna hang on to all these small pieces, okay? I mean, unless they're a little tiny, then garbage, okay? And well, as we're going up, I'll show you that you don't wanna just cut a piece off when you have a little piece. Sometimes you could play around and you can actually cut off, a couple feet, 6 feet, 4 feet, whatever it may be. That's going to be important because that's a lot less waste later on. So you can use it the other side. So if you look here, okay, factory edge, right? So, wow, what do I do with this? Check it out. Watch this. Come all the way over here. I'm going to put it right here. Right there. Looks good, right? And then I can start another one. So it's not really a waste, okay? I like longer pieces, but okay, hey, one more thing here. This house, this is the siding on the house the way it's been for the last 30 years, okay? It's called a T111. If this was a plywood and the house was designed to have siding over that plywood, like most of them are, yes, it'd be flashing, it'd be wrapped, house wrapped. You could even go with the foam board all around the whole entire house, give it a little bit more insulation. Honestly, this is not a customer, this is my own house. It's my weekend getaway house. I don't really care, okay? Just so you know, normally you look over here, this is where the board was going by, over here. We're going over it with a vinyl siding, that's all watertight and sealed. So, it doesn't matter, okay? Perfect world, yeah, probably would have done some flashing over this and all that, but I'm only showing you how to put the siding on the house, not what to do like that, because, Jesus, is your house like this? Probably not. So, all right, so let's get going with some more siding. Okay, check this out. We got our piece in the front here. Now, if you see the ends of it here? See how this all lined up? See, it looks nice here and here. So when we go up with a whole bunch of them, these lines, although you have this corner post here, it doesn't cover up that much. You want them lined up. You don't want a huge difference, okay? You want to keep it as close as possible, like right on would be the deal. Okay, so now we're gonna nail it. How and where we nail it is pretty important, okay? So, being that this is the start, it's jammed up in there, it's nice, okay? I got a little movement here, so I can slide that there, okay? And it's not crammed into the corner post. We don't want that, right? Remember that? I want to bring it back a little bit like that, okay? Just a little bit. Nail, I like to go, say 6 inches, okay? Now, from the end, the corner here. Okay, now look, you see on the siding, the panel here, we have these slots. See how they're elongated like this? Well, they're elongated like that for the siding to move. So when you put the nail in, you don't want to put it right to the edge. You don't want to do that, either one of them. You always want to look for center. We go like right there, nail it in. All right, so Tom, let's get a close-up of this. I'm going to show you how do you nail it, right? Some people just nail too tight. And if you nail too tight, what's going to happen? Nah, the siding won't move. Okay, so watch. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, bang. The witch is dead. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, come take a close look. Give me a close-up of this. I want everybody to see. Nail here. It's not really tight, okay? Just give you an idea. See how the siding moves around that nail? Okay, we can move it sideways, like that. Okay, see that? Okay, so that's what we want to do. Okay, so where's the next one go? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's make this easy. Read all that paperwork that's on or big box where the siding came in. I do it by eye. You got one there. I'm gonna go 18 inches. Gonna go here. I'm gonna continue this all the way down. Okay, but come around here. Let me show you where this joint makes sense here. Okay, now look at this. Okay, you see that? So you probably don't even see this edge. I'm not so sure. Yeah, probably don't, or very little. But if it was the other way, which I'll show you in a second, you'll see that. But you see this, we don't want these we don't want these tight, because of course it won't move, okay? So that's right where we want it. It's perfect. It has enough room, you can see. It has enough room that the siding, if the siding decided to shrink, like if it got like way cold, I don't see that happening. It still has plenty of room. And it has plenty of room for a 12-foot piece to expand when it gets hotter. You got quite a bit here, about 1.5 inches or so, which is pretty good. Okay, so now being that I came all the way over this side and it still needs nails, I don't want to nail it here. Don't want to do that. I want to go back down here and I want to continue nailing it to the end. Because what happens, if I nailed it here, I don't want this to start bunching up. I want it to go out, kind of like smoothing sheets on a bed. Something like that. Not that I would know about that. Okay, let's go around here. Tom, if you can, just spin around. I want to show everybody why we do this. You can see. You see the difference? Where it's lapped right there? All right, you can see that. And then go around the side, you don't. That's the whole idea. Because just think about it, when you have, a whole bunch of these, and you just did the house, you're like, oh, wow, it came out good. And all of a sudden you walk around the other side of the house, and you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, you don't want to do that. So, all good. Okay, so now I'm going to start nailing, and we're going to put some siding on. All right, you can see we're all done with this side. A couple more to go. But you can see it was really simple. This all went up with just the two of us. A couple hours, wasn't really bad. The hardest part of this was cutting in and all that on the angles. But that's going to be another video, okay? Because it's just too cold out here. I'm like freezing. I got my coffee right here. Anyway, there's a dog. I'm going to go shoot that dog. Anyway. No, I'm not going to shoot it. Poison, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, leave them down below.